A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. I Pavan Kumar. Today is the 12th lecture of chapter 5 Continuity and Differentiability. In previous lecture 10 I have already discussed Rolle's theory. So now today I will start with new topics, mean value theorem or Lagrange's mean value theorem. So let us start with mean value theorem or Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now first of all I will start with the statements. What is the statement of Lagrange's mean value theory? So see, if a function fx, to define Lagrange's mean value theory I have considered a function. If a function fx defined in any closed intervals, defined in closed interval ab, I have considered any function fx which have defined in closed intervals ab such that function fx is continuous in closed interval ab. First point is function fx is continuous in closed interval ab second is function fx is differentiable or derivable. Function fx is differentiable in open intervals. Function fx is differentiable in open interval ab, that should be in middle brackets. Middle bracket denotes the open intervals ab. Then there exists at least one value of c at least one value c. You can say c is any value that lying between a and b. Any one value c such that c belongs to ab in open intervals. Then or for which you can say f dash c is equal to fb minus fa whole upon b minus a. fb minus fa whole upon b minus a. f dash c value is equal to fb minus fa whole upon b minus a, and c lies between ab. What is the condition for applicability of mean value theorem or Lagrange's mean value theory? First of all, you will consider let fx be a function defined in closed intervals or defined in intervals ab. I have considered ab closed interval such that the function fx is continuous in the closed interval. The function fx is continuous in the closed interval ab means the function is defined from a to b. The function is defined from a to b, and you can draw function from a to b, not excluding from the points a to b. You will draw the function from a to b points where x is equal to a and x is equal to b. Now function fx is differentiable or derivable in open intervals ab means exclude the points ab. Every points on the curve, when you will draw the tangents through the points, all the points on the curve excluding x is equal to a and x is equal to b, you will get a single tangent or unique tangent at a single points. This is the exact definition of the differentiable or derivable or differentiability conditions. Then there exists at least one value of c such that c belongs to ab in open intervals means excluding c will belongs between a and b, not a and b, for which f dash c is equal to fb minus fa whole upon b minus a. Fb and fa are the ordinates measurement, and this is the difference of ordinate measurement, and b and a lying, this is the point lying on x-axis, so this is the difference of ordinate abscissa measurement. This is ordinate measurement, ordinate difference, and this is abscissa difference. So there are two conditions similar in Rolle's theory. In Rolle's theory, first condition was function to be continuous in the closed interval. Same condition is here. Second condition is function is differentiable in open interval. This condition is similar to the Rolle's theory. Only third condition, then there exists at least one value of c such that c belongs to ab in open interval, for which in Rolle's theorem there was f dash c is equal to 0, but in Lagrange's mean value theory f dash c is equal to fb minus fa whole upon b minus a. This is the slope of the tangents. You can say slope of the tangents, or you can find out tangents to the point or chord, slope of the chord through AB. When I will draw the graph, then it will be clear. So see here, this is the graph. First figure is, or first graph is, consider this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and now consider any curve or any graph. Suppose this is point A and point B, and when you will draw the projection from A and B on x-axis, you will get the ordinate measurement, that will be f of A, and similarly from B you will get f of B, and any points lying between AB, suppose C is the point and corresponds to the point C. When you will draw the projection, this coordinate will be small c comma 0, this is capital C, and when you will draw the tangents, that will be parallel to the chord joining 2 points AB. So how? See, suppose I am going to draw the chord through AB, and any tangents are tangents through C that will parallel to the chord AB. Second figure, see, second figure is suppose this is the curve and suppose this is point A and this is point B, and chord joining 2 points AB. This is the chord joining 2 points AB, and draw the projection from A on x-axis. That will be f of A. This will be f of B, and any point C, at least one value of C. Suppose these are 3 turning points where the curve is bending, and the neighborhood points, consider PQR with the neighborhood points about turning points, and when you will draw the tangents through, suppose Q, I am going to draw the tangents that will be parallel to the chord joining 2 points AB. So when you will find out their difference, this is FA, FB, and when you will draw a line parallel to x-axis and passing through point A, this is parallel to x-axis, so this difference will be FB minus FA. This difference is FB minus FA, and this is the difference B minus A. So numerator value is the difference of ordinate measurement, and denominator value is the difference of abscissa measurement. So now this is the ordinate measurement, this is the abscissa measurement difference. So consider this is point S, this is the point S, and this line, this chord AB is making an angle theta. Then if you will find out the ratio of tan theta, that will be the slope. Then from triangle ABS, when you will find out tan theta, tan theta is the ratio perpendicular upon hypotenuse, perpendicular upon base, not hypotenuse, perpendicular upon base. Then BS upon AS, and BS measurement is FB minus FA, and AS measurement is B minus A. So tan theta you can calculate FB minus FA whole upon B minus A, and tan theta, you know, tan theta is the slope of any line. Now see, slope of or a line AB or chord AB is parallel to the tangent through Q, or you can suppose C. This is C. Means since line or tangents through Q not QC, tangents through C is parallel to the line joining 2 points A and B, joining 2 points A and B. Tangents through C is parallel to the line joining 2 points A and B. So their slope will be equal. Slope of through C is equal to slope of chord passing through AB. And you know, slope of chord or slope of a line, any line, is denoted by m or tan theta. M or tan theta. And you can see the ratio. Tan theta is the ratio of perpendicular upon perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is FB minus FA whole upon B minus A. This is the difference of ordinates whole upon difference of abscissa. Difference of abscissa. So from figure, this is the last three conditions. Third condition, that is different from Rolle's theory. In Rolle's theory, f dash c, that will be equal to 0. Equal to 0 means slope of the tangents through C, that will be parallel to x-axis because result is 0. And in this theory, Lagrange's theory, slope of the tangents through C, that is parallel to the chord passing through AB. And A and B, what is AB? A is the starting points of the curve and B is the end points of the curve. So when you will join, you will get a curve or single curve, a single chord, not curve, single chord, and that chord will be parallel to, or this tangents will be parallel to the chord that passing through A and B. Now this is complete mean value theorem or Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now I will come to start the topic, geometrical interpretation, geometrical significance of Lagrange's mean value theory. So start with geometrical significance of mean value theorem. Geometrical significance of mean value theorem. So through the geometrical figure, you can say it is a continuous curve. It is a continuous curve from A to B or between A to B. Between A to B, having a unique tangents, having a unique tangents to all the points lying between A and B. You know, function is differentiable within the closed intervals, not open intervals. Tangent to all the point lying between A and B, between A and B, then there exists at least one value C, at least one value C, for which when you will draw the tangents, through it, then when you will draw the tangents through it, it will be parallel to the chord joining two points A and B. Means, you know class, you have to draw curve from A to B. Means it is a continuous curve between A to B. A to B, the function is continuous, having a unique tangents to all the points lying on the curve. When you will draw the tangents to all the points lying between A and B, then there exists at least one value C, for which when you will draw the tangents through it, it will be parallel to the chord joining 2 points A and B. So this is the geometrical significance of mean value theory or Lagrange's mean value theory. Now come to the topic, failure of Lagrange's mean value theory. Failure of Lagrange's mean value theory. Lagrange's mean value theory, it will fail or if any one of two conditions, there are two conditions, you know, if any one of the two conditions fails to hold, then Lagrange's mean value theorem is not applicable. See here, now you will see failure of Lagrange's mean value theory. Theorem will fail. What is the condition? If any one of the two condition, what is the two condition? When you will check the continuity and differentiability, any one condition does not hold, then Lagrange's mean value theory will fail. Two conditions fails to hold, then Lagrange's mean value theory is not applicable or theorems fail. So theorem will not valid when any one of two condition will not hold. Now class, now I will start some important points related to mean value theorem. So see here, now see some important points. You should have to learn these points. First point is, every polynomial function you know that is continuous and differentiable for all real values of x. Every polynomial function is continuous and differentiable, is continuous and differentiable for all small x belongs to real कर दें, for all small x belongs to real. Small x belongs to real, or for all real values of x, the function will be continuous and differentiable. Now second point, the trigonometric function, the function e to the power x sin x cos x is continuous and differentiable for all real values of x. Differentiable for all real values of x. Now third is you can suppose logarithmic function, the function log x is continuous in open intervals. The function log x is continuous in open interval from 0 to infinity. Now fourth point, for trigonometric function there are different function, these are not defined at in intervals. So 10x and sec x are not continuous. You can say 10x and sec x are not continuous. The function 10x and sec x are not continuous. Where it is not continuous? Within the given intervals. Where it is not defined? Pi by 2. 1090 you know value pi by 2, sec 90 you know 1090 means 10 pi by 2 and result will be not defined infinity. Sec 90 similarly not defined, that is infinity. So at x is equal to plus minus pi by 2 comma plus minus 3 pi by 2 comma plus minus 5 pi by 2 means the function is not continuous at x is equal to pi by 2 plus minus pi by 2 plus minus 3 pi by 2. This is the odd multiple of pi by 2. At odd multiple of pi by 2 the function 10x and sec x is not defined. Similarly you can say for cosec x and cot x, what is the condition for cosec x and cot x? The function cosec x and cot x are not continuous at cot 0 value not defined. So at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to pi, cot is not defined. So at x is equal to 0 plus minus pi plus minus 2 pi etc means cosec x and cot x are not continuous at x is equal to 0 or plus minus pi or plus minus 2 pi. Now next point, suppose we are going to take modulus function. So mod of x you have seen already, the function mod of x is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. You know its point is, you have seen already. Mod x graph, y-axis also. Now next point, the function, suppose modulus format, mod of x minus a also, you can write the function mod of x minus a is not differentiable at x is equal to a. At x is equal to a, when you will draw the figure, this is x axis, this is suppose y axis, this is the point, suppose x is equal to a, so this is the line of y is equal to mod of x minus a. At this point, the function is not defined or not differentiable because you are getting sharp edge point. Now see the class. This is some important points related to Lagrange's mean value theory or Rolle's theory. You can use this theory or this shortcut method in your questions. Every polynomial function is continuous and differentiable for all real values of x, for all small x belongs to capital R. And the function a to the power x, sin x, cos x, that is continuous and differentiable for all small x belongs to capital R. Suppose you have a given function that is polynomial format. So you know already the polynomial function is continuous within the given intervals और फॉर ऑल रियल वैल्यूज ऑफ x. साइन x की बात करते हैं तो साइन x के लिए जो कर्व होता है वो कंटिन्यूअस कर्व होता है, cos x के लिए भी कंटिन्यूअस कर्व होता है, e टू द पावर x के लिए भी कंटिन्यूअस कर्व होता है और ये डिफरेंशिएबल भी होता है फॉर ऑल रियल वैल्यूज ऑफ x. अब फंक्शन log x की बात करते हैं, log x कंटिन्यूअस होता है, इन ओपन इंटरवल्स होता है. ओपन इंटरवल्स हमारा होना चाहिए दैट फ्रॉम 0 टू इंफिनिटी, lying between 0 to infinity the function is continuous, log x is continuous. You have to learn sum these points. And the function tan x and sec x are not continuous at x is equal to pi by 2 plus minus 3 pi by 2 plus minus 5 pi by 2. You know tan 90 value infinity and sec 90 value infinity, so even odd multiple of pi by 2 result you will get not defined. Similarly cosec x and cot x are not continuous, cosec x and cot x are not continuous at x is equal to odd multiple of pi by 2, sec x and tan x, this is breakable points. When you will draw the tangents, you will see there is a jump at this point, jump, breakage. Second point is cosec x and cot x are not continuous due to break point at x is equal to 0, x is equal to pi, x is equal to 2 pi. And you know modulus function is not differentiable because you are getting sharp edge point at the point origin 0 0. Similarly mod of x minus a is not differentiable. When you will equate x is equal to 0, x minus a is equal to 0, you will get x is equal to a, that is the sharp edge point. At x is equal to a, the function is not differentiable. At x is equal to a, you are getting sharp edge point. So this is the topic. I have completed mean value theorem, Lagrange's mean value theorem and a Rolle's theory.